Princess Beatrice and her husband Eduardo Mapelli have welcomed their first child, a baby girl. The Queen's granddaughter gave birth to her daughter at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital.
Princess Beatrice and her husband, Eduardo Mapelli Mazzi, have welcomed their first child, a baby girl. The Queen's granddaughter gave birth to her daughter at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital. Princess Beatrice's baby's announcement came as a complete surprise, sending shockwaves through the royal fan base and beyond. While royal pregnancies often stir excitement, this one left us all in awe, not just because of the joyous news but due to the unexpected twists and timing surrounding it. From the mystery of the hidden announcement to the adorable details that followed, fans were left guessing and gushing over every little tidbit. Stick around as we break down why this announcement has everyone talking and what makes it so extraordinary. Princess Beatrice's journey into motherhood has once again captured the attention and hearts of royal fans around the globe with the delightful news of her second daughter's birth on January 22, 2025. She and her husband, Eduardo Mapelli Mazzi, joyously welcomed their little girl, Athena Elizabeth Rose, into the world. This moment was not only a personal joy for the couple but also marked a significant change in how Princess Beatrice has chosen to share her family's milestones with the public. The arrival of baby Athena, who weighed 4 pounds 5 ounces, took place at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London. This hospital holds special significance for the couple as it was also where Beatrice gave birth to their first daughter, Sienna Elizabeth, in 2021. However, the birth itself was not the only detail that captured the public's attention. What truly stood out was the way Princess Beatrice and Eduardo chose to announce Athena's arrival. This time, the royal couple took a more modern and personal approach than the more traditional, reserved announcement made for Sienna. In a departure from royal norms, they quickly shared both the name of their new baby and a tender photograph of Athena wrapped in a soft pink blanket, her delicate face just visible. The official statement released to the press read, "Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Eduardo Mapelli Mazzi are delighted to announce the safe arrival of their daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose Mapelli Mazzi, born on Wednesday, January 22, at 12:57 p.m. at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London. The baby was born weighing 4 pounds and 5 ounces. Their Majesties, the King and Queen, along with other members of the royal family, have been informed and are overjoyed with the news." Eduardo, clearly overcome with happiness, also shared his excitement on Instagram, posting a heartfelt message that read, "She is tiny and absolutely perfect. We are all, including Wolfie and Sienna, completely besotted with her." His words added a personal and warm touch to the public announcement, reflecting the deep love and joy the family feels for their newest addition. What makes this announcement even more interesting is the shift in how Princess Beatrice and Eduardo have chosen to connect with their supporters. While royal traditions often lean towards formality and privacy, the couple has shown a refreshing openness in sharing their happiness and the special moments in their family's life. Their willingness to embrace social media and more intimate ways of communicating with the world signals a new era for the royal family, one where personal connections and family bonds are highlighted more than ever before. The birth of Athena not only marks a beautiful new chapter for Beatrice and Eduardo but also offers a glimpse into the future of how the royal family may continue to evolve in its public image. Beatrice's announcement of Athena's birth highlights a notable shift in her approach to motherhood. Princess Beatrice's announcement of the birth of her second daughter, Athena, stands in stark contrast to the quieter, more reserved announcement she made in 2021 when she and Eduardo introduced their firstborn, Sienna Elizabeth. At that time, the couple followed royal tradition with great care, opting for minimal public details about their newborn. The only official statement came from Buckingham Palace, which confirmed Sienna's arrival, while Beatrice added a brief yet gracious message on social media, "So delighted to share the news of the safe arrival of our daughter on Saturday, the 18th of September, 2021, at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, London. Thank you to the midwife team and everyone at the hospital for their wonderful care." Unlike many royal parents who share the joy of their newborns with the iconic hospital doorstep photograph, Beatrice and Eduardo chose a more private approach. For days, they kept their daughter's appearance hidden from the public eye. Instead of a traditional first glimpse, the couple shared only a picture of Sienna's tiny footprints, sparking curiosity and adding an air of mystery to their growing family. As of today, almost 2 years later, no official photographs of Sienna's face have been made public, maintaining the couple's commitment to keeping their daughter's privacy intact. However, this time around, with the arrival of Athena, Beatrice and Eduardo's approach seemed refreshingly different. The couple wasted no time in sharing a photo of their newborn daughter with the world, marking a departure from their more guarded approach during Sienna's birth. They appeared more comfortable with the spotlight, offering small yet personal glimpses into their expanding family life. The first picture of Athena, shared shortly after her birth, showcased the couple's growing sense of openness, a shift many believe reflects Beatrice's evolving thoughts on motherhood, family, and her place within the royal family. This change has sparked intrigue among royal watchers and experts, with many speculating that Beatrice's shift in attitude signifies a deeper, more personal connection to her role as a mother. Her growing sense of confidence and experience may have helped her feel more comfortable balancing public life and privacy. What once seemed like a deliberate effort to shield her family from the public eye now appears to be an intentional choice to engage more transparently, allowing her to share these precious moments with her supporters while still maintaining control over the narrative. This shift could reflect a broader transformation in how royal family members approach privacy and public life, especially as newer generations of royals begin to navigate the complexities of modern motherhood in the public eye. Apart from the shift in the method adopted in spreading the good news, another point that seemed to have shocked her fans might be the choice of the name Athena. What does Athena mean? What does it represent? What ancient mythology is associated with the name? Let's find out. Athena, the warrior goddess of wisdom and civilization. Athena, one of the most revered deities in Greek mythology, was the goddess of wisdom, warfare, crafts, and practical reason. She was the fierce yet just protector of cities, embodying intelligence and strategy on the battlefield while also championing the arts of peace. The Romans later identified her with Minerva, highlighting her lasting influence beyond Greece. Unlike Artemis, the goddess of the wild and untamed nature, Athena was deeply associated with urban life, symbolizing order, intellect, and civilization. It is believed that Athena had pre-Hellenic origins before being fully embraced by the Greeks. While the Minoans thrived through trade and craftsmanship, the Greek economy was heavily influenced by military strength. This shift shaped Athena's dual nature. While she maintained her original domestic roles, she also became a goddess of war. However, unlike Ares, the god of reckless bloodshed, Athena represented the disciplined and tactical side of battle, emphasizing skill and justice rather than brute force. Athena's birth was anything but ordinary. She was said to have emerged fully grown and fully armored from the forehead of Zeus, her father, without a mother. One version of the myth explains that Zeus, fearing a prophecy that his child would surpass him in wisdom, swallowed Metis, the goddess of counsel, who was pregnant with Athena. Eventually, Athena sprang from his head fully formed and ready to take on the world. Being Zeus's favorite child, she wielded great power and influence, often acting with his full support. Athena had a special connection to the high citadels, or acropolis, of Greek cities, which likely stemmed from their historical use as royal palaces. She was unique among the Greek gods, she had no consort and no offspring. While some myths suggest she was not originally depicted as a virgin, the idea of her purity became central to her identity. Her epithets, Pallas and Parthenos, reflected this chaste and untouchable nature. As a goddess of war, she could not be swayed by passion like Aphrodite, nor could she be subjected to force. She stood alone, independent and sovereign. In the Iliad, Athena plays a crucial role in the Trojan War, fighting alongside Greek heroes and inspiring them with courage and strategy. While Ares, the god of war, is driven by chaos and violence, Athena represents the intellect and discipline needed to win battles. Zeus himself assigns her a significant role in war, but her superiority over Ares is clear. She fights with reason and justice, not blind aggression. This distinction reflects the values of the Greeks, who saw her as a champion of skill and honor rather than destruction. Her divine breastplate, the aegis, bore symbols of victory, fear, strife, defense, and assault, reinforcing her role as a protector and warrior. In the Odyssey, Athena takes on a different but equally vital role as the guiding force behind Odysseus's journey home. She is his divine protector, offering wisdom, strategy, and encouragement. Similarly, in later myths, she aids heroes like Perseus and Heracles, reinforcing her role as a mentor and guide. She was also the guardian of kings, providing them with wisdom, self-restraint, and sound judgment. This broader influence led to her association with governance, good counsel, and practical decision-making. Beyond war and wisdom, Athena was deeply connected to skilled crafts and peaceful pursuits. She was especially revered as the patroness of weaving and spinning, two essential aspects of domestic life. Over time, her connection to skill and intellect expanded, making her the ultimate symbol of wisdom and righteousness. She was the embodiment of knowledge, not only in battle but also in art, governance, and everyday life. Athena's image was one of strength and dignity. She was typically depicted wearing a helmet and body armor, carrying a shield and spear, ready for battle but never aggressive without cause. Two great figures in Athenian culture played a major role in shaping her legendary image. The sculptor Phidias created stunning statues of her, including the magnificent golden ivory Athena Parthenos that once stood in the Parthenon. Meanwhile, the playwright Aeschylus honored her in his tragedy Eumenides, where she established the Areopagus, Athens's noble council, and set a precedent for justice by declaring that a tied vote in court would mean acquittal. Athena was more than just a goddess of war. She was a symbol of intelligence, strategy, and civilization itself. She represented the perfect balance between power and wisdom, action and restraint. Whether inspiring warriors, guiding rulers, or fostering the arts, she remained a steadfast protector of order and progress. Her legacy continues to inspire, standing as a timeless figure of wisdom and strength in both mythology and history. Following the announcement that seemed to suggest a change in her parenting approach, some have noticed her path in the royal family, where she rarely appears in public. Let's delve into the details of how her public and private life has evolved. Princess Beatrice, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah, Duchess of York, has always had a unique relationship with public life. While her cousins, Princes William and Harry, are heavily involved in full-time royal duties, Beatrice has chosen a different path. She doesn't carry the same official responsibilities as the other members of the royal family, which gives her the freedom to focus on her family life without the constant pressure of public appearances. Despite this, she remains a well-known and beloved figure, with the public still keenly interested in her personal life and milestones. Beatrice's more relaxed approach to sharing details about her daughter Athena's birth could be influenced by several factors. One reason might be her growing confidence in balancing the long-standing traditions of the royal family with her own approach to modern parenting. As she matures, Beatrice seems more at ease with striking a balance between her royal heritage and her desire to maintain some level of privacy. Another possible factor is her marriage to Edoardo Mapelli Mazzi, a man from an aristocratic but non-royal family. Together, they have likely developed a more private parenting style, focused on the joys of family life and selective about what they share with the public. This shift in how Beatrice shares her personal milestones became clear when she announced her pregnancy in 2021. When she was expecting their first child, Sienna, Beatrice and Edoardo chose a very formal approach. They revealed the news with a simple but elegant photograph taken at their wedding. It was a dignified and traditional way to announce the joyous occasion, in keeping with royal protocols. However, when it came time to announce her pregnancy with Athena, Beatrice took a more personal route. This time, the couple shared two heartwarming family photos that reflected their private life. One photo showed Beatrice and Edoardo in a tender embrace, while the other featured Edoardo walking hand in hand with their two children, Wolfie and Sienna, on a peaceful countryside stroll. These images convey much more than just a family announcement. They painted a picture of a close-knit, loving family who values their time together away from the spotlight. It was a striking contrast to the more formal royal announcements often seen in the past, showing how Beatrice and Edoardo are embracing a more intimate, grounded approach to family life. Their choice to share such personal moments with the world yet still keep much of their private lives out of view reflects their desire to live a life that is both connected to royal tradition and in tune with their own modern, family-centered values. Let's take a dive into the kind of loving family they have, with the kind of warmth, love, and care that they share. One of the most heartwarming aspects of Beatrice's journey as a mother is her role as a stepmother to Edoardo Mapelli Mazzi's son, Christopher Wolfe, affectionately called Wolfie. Despite the complexities that can come with blending families, Beatrice has embraced her role with warmth and grace. Beatrice embraced her role with open arms and a loving heart right from the start. She made sure that Wolfie felt just as much a part of her life and her growing family as anyone else. She didn't just step into a new role, she gave it her all, nurturing him with warmth and care and ensuring he felt loved, included, and supported. This heartfelt devotion to Wolfie didn't go unnoticed. When Edoardo shared the first image of their newborn daughter, Athena, he took a moment to highlight how, even at a young age, Wolfie and his little sister's other sibling, Sienna, were already deeply smitten with their new baby sister. His words reflected a truth that was evident in the family dynamic. This was a household bound by love, understanding, and a shared commitment to one another's well-being. What makes this story even more touching is the genuine harmony that Beatrice seems to have fostered within the family. Becoming a stepmother can be a challenging transition for many, but Beatrice made it clear that she was willing to invest all her effort into ensuring that no child felt left out or overlooked. From the start, she worked to create a sense of unity where every family member, whether biological or by marriage, felt seen, valued, and important. Her actions reflected a dedication not just to the children but to creating a peaceful and loving home environment. The way Beatrice has seamlessly woven herself into this blended family is a beautiful testament to her character. It speaks to her ability to lead with empathy, patience, and love, allowing her to build bonds that extend beyond blood relations. For her, it's not about just being a mother in the traditional sense, it's about being a mother figure in every sense of the word. She has made sure that every child in her care feels connected, cherished, and part of a family that will always be there for them. When Eduardo proudly spoke of how Wolfie and Sienna already adored Athena, it was more than just a proud father's observation, it was a testament to the loving home Beatrice had helped create. Her commitment to ensuring a joyful, loving, and cohesive family life has already made an indelible mark on their lives, showing just how powerful and transformative a mother's love can be. With their first daughter, Sienna, kept out of the public eye, we can't help but feel the urge to unravel the mystery surrounding her. Being behind the curtains, the announcement of Athena's birth makes it more necessary to look into the details. Let's dig out a few things about Sienna. One of the most fascinating aspects of Princess Beatrice's approach to motherhood is her decision to keep her daughter, Sienna, largely out of the public eye. Unlike Beatrice and her sister, Princess Eugenie, who were often photographed during their childhood, Beatrice has chosen a path of privacy for her own child. In fact, as of now, no official photos of Sienna's face have been shared with the public. This decision speaks volumes about Beatrice's desire to protect her daughter from the intense scrutiny that comes with royal life, allowing her the space to grow up without the pressure of constant media attention. In a rare glimpse into Sienna's world, Beatrice's close friend and Sienna's godmother, Gabriella Peacock, opened up in a special interview, offering a few treasured details about the young royal. According to Gabriella, Sienna is a charming and well-behaved child with a sweet and gentle nature that shines through in her personality. It's clear from Gabriella's description that Beatrice's daughter is as delightful as she is well-raised, embodying the warmth and kindness that one might expect from the royal family but with a distinct touch of personal character. One particularly interesting revelation from Gabriella's interview was the mention of Sienna's hair color. While Beatrice is known for her striking auburn locks and her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mazzi, has dark brown hair, Sienna's hair is currently fair. This unexpected feature has sparked curiosity, as royal families often see strong familial traits passed down through generations, especially when it comes to physical appearance. However, as is often the case with young children, it's not uncommon for hair color to change as they grow. So while Sienna may currently have lighter hair, there is still the possibility that, like many children, her hair color could darken as she gets older. Whether or not she will inherit her mother's signature red tresses remains a delightful mystery for now. Beatrice's decision to keep Sienna's life private, paired with the rare glimpses we get through the words of close family and friends, only adds to the intrigue surrounding this young royal. Something is captivating about the idea of a child who is growing up in the public eye yet remains a figure of mystery, leaving us all to wonder what kind of person she will become as she matures in the royal spotlight. What might be next for Beatrice and her family? What is up next for those watching with their fingers crossed? Let's find out what's next for Beatrice and her growing family. As Princess Beatrice embraces life as a mother of two, royal enthusiasts find themselves eagerly watching. Will she continue to share intimate glimpses of her growing family, or will she retreat into the privacy that many royals fiercely guard? The striking contrast between the birth announcements of her daughters, Sienna and Athena, suggests that Beatrice is still navigating the delicate balance between maintaining her family's privacy and meeting public curiosity. One thing remains undeniable: her approach to motherhood within the royal family is distinctly her own. Unlike the generations before her, Beatrice is blending tradition with modern parenting ideals, crafting a path that feels both personal and progressive. She cherishes royal customs but also understands the importance of shielding her children from the intense scrutiny that often comes with a royal title. Instead of adhering strictly to the old ways or fully embracing a public lifestyle, she is choosing a middle ground, sharing select moments while keeping the most precious ones within the safe embrace of her family. The arrival of Athena Elizabeth Rose is more than just a joyful event for Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mazzi, it marks another step in their evolution as parents. With each milestone, they continue shaping a parenting style that prioritizes security, love, and a sense of normalcy for their daughters. Beatrice, who grew up in the royal spotlight herself, knows firsthand the challenges of being born into this world. Her choices now reflect a deep understanding of how to balance her daughter's royal heritage with a childhood filled with warmth and stability. Yet the world remains captivated. Will she offer more glimpses of their life, allowing the public to witness the joys and struggles of her journey? Or will she draw the curtains, choosing to raise her daughters in quiet anonymity? Whatever she decides, one truth stands out: Princess Beatrice is redefining what it means to be a royal mother in the 21st century. Her journey is not just about tradition, it is about shaping a future where royal children can grow up with both dignity and the simple joys of childhood. As this chapter unfolds, all eyes will remain on Beatrice, not just as a princess, but as a mother carving her own path in a world that is both fascinated by and respectful of the choices she makes. What do you think about why Princess Beatrice's baby announcement shocked fans? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.